Grass is such a common sight that it's not too hard to imagine it might end up in an artwork you will one day create. What can seem like a daunting task can become a little easier with the technique I will show you here today. Using indigo blue, I make a zigzag line that I want to represent the grass line. I use black cherry to add a darker shade to the bottom area, then I start using dark green to create longer strands of grass. I add to this with lighter shades of green. For clumps of grass, I start multiple lines of indigo blue closer together. I add some of the black cherry and dark brown near the foreground for a hint of dirt. I layer the shades of green from dark to lightest, with the lighter shades being near the top end of the clumps. As we pull the grass more to the foreground, you will start by actually beginning to draw some of the blades of grass in those clumps. The blades generally have a rounded edge with a central stem trailing to the base of the clump where they all connect. The coloring process is similar, but the blades of grass will need more definition. Following the same process of layering, you can add shading towards the bottom and adding lighter shades as you move upward. The closest grass in the foreground will have more color variation, including browns and yellows. These blades of grass will be bigger and, depending on your light source, may have shadows when they intersect each other. You'll see these blades growing in multiple directions, both healthy and not. The blades of grass are like leaves, with the lighter side generally on top and the darker underneath as the sunlight falls on them accordingly. And you will actually see more yellow shades on them as sunlight falls on them. I can also recommend using a colorless blender pencil to smooth out and saturate your colors, but I kept things grainy just to illustrate the technique itself. Using darker colored paper may also be of use to you when experimenting with these techniques if you want to see how the colors show up on different backgrounds. This technique can be used in both small and large artworks. I have used it in both cases. While there are a multitude of grass types, I chose to stick with a more common just to get across the basics for this tutorial. I definitely hope it helps anyone in their own journey to learning how to use colored pencils, and I will see you next time.